Hello everyone, my name is Mayoi, and we're back. Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting episode 285, Lapras. If you didn't watch the last episode, why didn't you? And this episode's topic is by me. It is a personal thing, so I'm just gonna say it. So, I'm curious to see how I would have changed if I would have went to public high school instead of online high school. And, if you didn't know or you don't remember me saying it, yeah, I haven't gone to a single day of public high school. I just right when it was ready for me to start my first year of high school, I was just doing online school. I just planned out to do it during the summer, and then yeah, I just went on and do that. So, of course, during those years, that's pretty much where I became like more known to myself, teach myself all these things that I am now. Um, and I'm curious to know if I would have ever like been completely different if I would have never changed, if I would have just went back to going to public school. And for me personally, I don't want to. It really makes me sad to say that I feel like I would have stayed the same. I would have stayed uh, completely different to what I am now. Uh, just because of the fact I wouldn't really be able to give myself much time to think enough to be able to, change because I've always had like, always was aware of other people and just all that stuff. If you don't know what I mean, it's just like there's so many people that I didn't like because they either secretly treated me different or they did it in front of me or they just did that to someone else, and there's so many people that I hate, even if they don't do it to you and you see them doing bad stuff to other people for like no reason. It's pretty messed up. It's just like a whole bunch of hate you gotta go through, and it really tears you up. So honestly, I don't know, maybe I really would have been different if I actually did go to public high school, because they say that, like I said, since I never actually went to school there, I don't know, because they say it's like a lot worse. People are a lot more inclined to like do bad stuff to you just because they want to, and if you don't do the things that is normal to most people, then you pretty much become like a not only an outcast, but I guess picked on the regular. And for me, honestly, it would just be like middle school. I would just, just stick out through it and be super tough and not show any weakness, because, yeah, that's how you pretty much get picked on and all that. If you show like you're weak, and then they know that you are, then they go for you. Um, but for me, I wasn't like that at all. I just pretty much, like I said, stood tough and all that. And yeah, I feel like I still would have been able to do that in high school. If anyone did do like these things that they say in high school, like try to give me a wet wedgie or any of that crap. Like, I'm not a wimp. I'm a pretty strong guy. Just aside the mental condition, not the mental condition. Well, I do have a mental condition, but it's not like horrible. But I mean, like the whole arthritis thing, and the bones are pretty weak as well. But yeah, even so, I feel like I would still not take that crap and fight him back. Because the moment that you take something like that from someone, if even if it's not physical, you pretty much become the like known as the wimp, and then everyone else is gonna want to do that crap to you. And no, you don't want that. So if you already had done that, then I'm sorry, because unless you redeem yourself by straight up just, showing that you shouldn't be screwed with, um, don't like go and, do the stuff that you see some kids do these days, like shoot up school. Don't do that. Like, you shouldn't be doing that, because you're just getting a lot of other people hurt that might not even have to do with it. So just don't do that at all. I'm just saying, like, if it's like a specific person, or um, if it's like a group of people, then straight up one time, just like tell them to their face whenever they try to, mess with you again. Just tell them, you mess with me again, or any of that, then I'm gonna let you know you're gonna be in a world of pain. And hopefully you can back that up because if you're not that strong and you say that, you might be, you know, getting close to death right there, getting put to a point where you're close to death, like they hurt you that hard. But hopefully, if not, then hopefully you have someone close to you to help you out with that, to like help back up what you say. Because if not, you're always going to be treated as a weakling and all that, and it just sucks. Because like I said, it's never happened to me, but I've seen many other people who literally don't have uh, really anyone to help them out, and just stuff like that. And yeah, back then, like I said, I wanted to stand up for, like, well, I didn't really see, yeah, no, I really didn't see it happen, like anyone being really picked on. It's just, I'm sure it happened behind my back, but um, whenever I was around and watching, just being there, seems that people didn't really do that kind of stuff because maybe they were afraid of me. I highly doubt that, but they maybe, because I was a pretty serious, stone cold guy. Um, always was pretty much serious. The only time where I would even smile or anything like that is when I saw something just funny, or I'm just talking to someone with, not really my friends, but my acquaintances, I would say. Just, well, not even acquaintance. It's pretty much the people that I happen to be around when they talk, and they just want to see if I want to talk with them too. So I really never had any, like, for real friends. Um, but yeah, so, but of course I got my best friend, and it's just I only, the only time, yeah, really, we were in school together back then was in 5th grade, and that was like the only year, because then we moved on to 6th grade, and then we went to different schools and all that. Well, he went to a different school, I stayed at the same, and I wanted to go along, but it just would never happen because, my family, and me, myself, of course, is pretty poor, so we weren't able to just freely make those changes. It would be super tough, so we just figured not to bother with it. But yeah, so I'm just talking about that because, yeah, he's like pretty much my really only my real, really my only friend that I still have from school, pretty much. And that's fine, as long as you have someone that's like a really good friend. Even if it's just one, it's still a friend. So you don't need many. You just need, someone, someone that's good. I mean, my best friend is like far from good. He does a lot of bad stuff, but he's still my best friend. So I just let that stuff slide. But it won't stop you from teaching yourself. But yeah. But anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to get that whole personal thing across. Oh, just want to get that across, just off my chest, because honestly, I really do think I would have been stuck as that person back then, to where I always would take my anger out on my family when I come home. Like, like it was messed up. Like oh man, I was really messed up back then. Just having to like deal with my anger and all that. So I didn't want to release it out at school because then I would be afraid to be held back and then not be able to escape school at all. And it was just no. So I just had to take it at school. I had just to do my best to continue on, even though I hated so many people and seen so much bad stuff, like people talking and all that about certain people, and yeah. So. But it's over and done with. I'm done with school, so yeah. It just makes me sad because I know that most likely my siblings go through that, but they're probably, they're nowhere near as how I was back then. So I don't know. I hope they haven't given in and just act like everyone else. Because I never did that. I never acted like something that I'm not just to, avoid loneliness and hate. I just been myself the whole time. And maybe that's why my siblings haven't gone through anything like I have, because they've just probably given in to being like everyone else, because they do a lot of stuff lately that I know it's been years, but they just, like, for me, time flies, and I just see this stuff happen every day. And it's pretty sad to see it, because like I said, I'm related to them, so it's like really, sucks, but it just happens. Yeah, so yeah, this is a pretty depressing episode, but I just had to get it across because, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, if I really wonder if I would have changed, if I would have gone to public high school, I would have been like someone else. But like I said, I really doubt it, because even if I don't completely become like how I am now, and I went to public high school, I feel like I still would have been like an angry person, but I wouldn't have given in to be like how everyone else thinks that you should be, and like most people think pretty bad, so it's like that's what I would have to be. But no, I just say screw that, just be yourself. As long as it's not bad, of course. Just be a good person. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for that topic. So anyway, yeah. So let's talk about, alright, I say let's, but I'm talking. I'm gonna talk about good old sprite animation, or just creating sprites, I mean. So I've gotten pretty much the main design down for Lou's other sprites. Um, like I said, usually with those kind of ones where they have a specific designs, it could even take up to an hour for me to like get it correct. So sorry if that like seems like I'm taking so long. It's just how I seem to be able to work. I do spend those hours only on that, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough to get the design down, but once I get it, I pretty much am able to do it decently fast. Of course, I don't want to rush it, because if you mess up, then just get it right until you actually get it how it's supposed to be. So yeah, you won't see any of that rushed stuff. I'll make it look like it's the best it can be. But yeah, it's pretty much it for like that, because I did have my cleaning day yesterday, which if you didn't know, on Saturdays I clean my room and all that, so that pretty much takes about like almost 2 hours. So I didn't get as much done as I wanted to with that kind of stuff, like that I usually do, like the Pokemon Friend Safari shiny hunting and the sprite animation stuff. So yeah, but it's fine. I still did a good amount, so I'm still happy about that. Still got 2 hours done pretty much yesterday. So yeah. Anyway, this is the last one we'll check for the episode. And I have some exciting stuff to talk about Pokemon Soul Silver when we come back for the next episode. So yeah, it's pretty awesome, because I was not expecting it to happen. I mean, it took a while, but you'll hear it when it comes. So anyway, let's see if this is the shiny. Oh yeah, and I think I have a pretty cool name for the shiny Lapras. I think I'm gonna call it Graperis. I don't know. It sounds funny because grape and Lapras, because it looks like purple colored grape. But anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, if you'd be so kind to support me by donating to my Patreon, as long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot by doing so, of course, then feel free to. The link is in the description down below, and I'll be seeing y'all later. I've been your host, Paul Mayoi, and goodbye.